Hey, what's up everybody? This is your boy Twist here with BSO, and today I am going to teach you guys how to play Marvel Rivals if you want to get in and have some fun. If, like me, you like the idea of the game, but you didn't think you were that good, then you're probably playing it wrong. I know I was. And I followed a few simple steps from an Overwatch creator known as Platts. He's an Overwatch pro. And I kid you not, and this isn't one of those, follow my guide and you can get from here to here for X amount of... No, this is just the simple truth. After following just a couple tips from him, my kills and participation, ability to impact, influence, whatever kind of adjectives you want or descriptors you want to throw in there, went from being down here at the bottom of the barrel to not even being seen on this video to like up here and not being seen. I went from getting like 1 or 2 kills to frequently posting 10 or 20 kills, leading the team in heals, leading the team in assists, and it's all with just a few simple things that can help you understand positioning, impact, and your role. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start with strategist, because this is what I play as. I play as an off-support character, almost always play as Mantis. That is my girl. If you are new to this game and you want a character that you can make an instant impact on a game, in other words, if you want to be the team, be the reason your team can both win and lose, if you accept that responsibility, then Mantis is the player for you. She is extraordinarily simple to use. She is immensely powerful. She's one of the quickest characters in the game, and her ability to raise the damage profile of some of your other characters in tandem with her abilities can honestly make your team a mid-team to a great team, depending on who you get to pair with you and what. Like, if you can get a team with Mantis, Warlock, and Star-Lord, and everybody's proficient in what they're doing, you guys should win the vast majority of your matches. But I'm getting ahead of myself. In order to understand what's going on, I've got some gameplay clips featuring a strategist, a DPS character, a damage-based character. I've also got a tank and a healer. So we've got in this game, they're called Vanguard, DPS, and strategists. And I've got one video with each, kind of showing you how these things work, and also letting you know when to switch off of things if they're not working. Because that's one of the biggest things in this game. You have to know when something's not working, be able to accept that, and then change on the fly to somebody else that may provide your team with a little bit of boost. Now, oftentimes you're not going to run into that with Mantis, but it does happen, and it has happened to me. Actually, it happened a couple times last night. So, more or less, if you have any questions after this, be sure to reach out to us. I'm going to be posting content like this with Rob. So we've got one for all 3 different characters for you. So let's get into some gameplay, and I'll teach you how to play Marvel Rivals.
All right. So we're going to get in on some Marvel Rivals today for BSO, and I'm going to teach you guys how to play a little here. We're going to start out by going over the characters, how they work, what you're supposed to do, how to actually play the game. Yeah, I know, you see third-person shooter and you think, I shoot people. Sure, but there is a bit of a strategy to this game that can help you succeed early on, or if you don't know these strategies, can actually put you off the game as you're not finding it as fun. It just seems like a chaotic mess. That's because there's sort of a method to how you're supposed to manage this madness. And I'm going to show you at first with a healer. If you are not good at aim, like myself, if you are not somebody who is really qualified in melee matches, or, if you struggle in games like Call of Duty, like, you're okay, you like to play objectives and things like that, healer is your bag. Because traditionally as a healer, unless you're the top healer, then you're going to kind of stay back from a lot of this, and you're going to heal from a distance, keeping you sort of not necessarily out of the fight, because you are still able to land quite a bit of KOs doing this strategy. But it will make your life a lot easier playing as what's known as Squish, which are characters that really don't take a lot to knock out. There's things like Strategist, DPS, and then you have your Vanguards, which are tanks. And those characters can withstand a bit more damage than Squishes, which tend to have about 250 to 275 in health. The main idea is to sort of hang back. I'm just doing this to fulfill an objective. You want to kind of just hang back and post some heals from a little bit of a distance. And I'm going to show you how to do this right here, right now.
Got it?
Alright, so we're going to press forward with these guys, but if you notice, I'm hanging a bit further back. There's a big reason for that. It's because I am not the toughest character, but I can have the most impact on the game by healing and inspiring. Inspiring essentially allows people to deal 20 bit more damage. And as you can see, I just contributed to a knockout right there. And we have captured the area. Now, at this particular point that I've helped us capture, I'm going to follow my teammates as we try and press these guys back into their own zone to prevent them from even being able to come forward to take the area back from us. And I just knocked Captain America out. I guess I should do it before I actually... There we go. There's two. Alright. As you can see, I'm still impacting the game, but I'm not necessarily in the mix. I'm kind of doing my thing, hanging back, letting... And now we've got them pinned back up against their zone, which prevents them from really establishing any sort of momentum going forward. And
I'll be ship-shape in no time.
Us against the world!
now this is my ultimate, which essentially heals all our characters in and allows us to just tank. Those are when you want to kind of push in, because
Together to victory.
sorry about that. Got him! Now we're gonna take out Star-Lord. You gotta kind of keep an eye on your health. Most healers have something that they can trigger that will allow them to self-heal. With Jeff, you can go back into the lane. With Mantis, you can kind of do that.
We are undefeatable!
Now, have we captured it? I think we did. Yep, we won that one. Yeah. So essentially, it's basically a 2 out of 3. You have these areas where sometimes you're going to be on defense, other times you're going to be on offense. And your ability to move up and move forward at the start of the match will determine as to whether you're guarding or supposed to take.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready. Focus on the battle.
And as you see, there's a little bit of downtime before each match, but...
I guess we're doing the team-up thing again.
The cool thing about Mantis is if somebody's using the right characters with her, as you can see, if I'm paired with Star-Lord or Adam Warlock, then I have a passive where basically I have a cocooned revival and my healing, there's another character who basically prevents me from having any cooldown whatsoever. I can just launch my attack willy-nilly. I'm gonna help these guys take them over.
By the eye of Agamotto!
I'm gonna bide my time here, help them back. I'm gonna take out Iron Man if I can.
You get a web it, you get a web it, you get a web!
We're gonna take this back. Now we're gonna get out because I'm getting smoked.
We are undefeatable.
Now I'm gonna use this to push forward because we have our crew in here and they know they can take this since I have my ult. And now that we've recaptured, as you can see, my ult gives me a damage buff. It kind of takes me up to like 3 some odd. I think it gives me like an additional 100. But at this particular point, now that we've captured the objective, we want to push forward because, again, it's all about preventing them from being able to just kind of walk in there and take it back. As you control possession of it, your meter is going to go up. So you kind of want to pay attention and make sure that... And you also want to look behind you and make sure that you're not getting tipped by someone.
They'll count you to stand down, soldier. The moon haunts you!
A legend shall never fall.
You are a beacon of hope, Mantis. Light, live on inside us all. My friend has
I have transcended the physical realm. Healing? Too kind. We are undefeatable! Chin up. Their team's capture progress is
Thing, so while we weren't looking, they snuck in behind us. So it's time to go take that back. Alright. And we got it back.
never gives up. Backslaps.
Now I need to get over there and help my squad. For me, the most
by the eye
urgent
of
thing is to get
Agamotto.
back to my team and start healing them.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going. My anger is healthy.
There's Magneto gone. I'm gonna push up in here.
They're behind us.
We are undefeatable. All here. Step carefully. My anger is healthy.
And
Fury's
I'm gonna kind of stay in here and prevent, since Adam Warlock's doing a hell of a job, and they're kind of... It now gives me the chance to kind of hang back and pick people off.
My anger is healthy.
Cancel my step.
Keep fighting until we have a winner.
You get a web it, you get a
There's a 5 KO.
Shake it up.
The sky fell on them.
Beware and
And that's how you win, baby. Right there. Easy as pie. That's how you play a healer. I'm not the best, but I'm also not the worst. And I think this is really a lot of fun for somebody like me because it gives me a way to impact the game without necessarily having to be in the thick of things at all times where I don't know if my moment-to-moment decision-making is the best. Being a healer is kind of more of a cerebral job, and I excel a lot more in that. As you can see, I tied for the team lead. In assists, or not assists, but heals, and I was 5th in kills, but I still posted 10. which is 2 less than the person that had the most on the other team. So not only was I dishing out, now one thing people are going to look at and they're going to be like, dude, you got like 19% accuracy. Here's my thing. To hell with accuracy. What is more important? Honestly, getting out a whole bunch of stuff in volume and getting your teammates heals as fast as possible, or having a 50% volume rate or 50% accuracy rate. I would argue that in the initial going, it is far more important for you to have volume rather than perfect aim. Volume is going to make you more impactful. More of your shots are going to land healing your teammates. Again, you're going to have low accuracy, but you're going to have a greater impact on the game as you start to learn how to hang back, deal in those heals, and also set them up with assists. A lot of characters that are on heals, like Susan Storm and Mantis, have a pushback ability or a thing that kind of hits them and it does about a good 50 to 75% of damage on their overall health. But that's a perfect assist setup for somebody else, like a Wolverine or a Captain America or an Iron Fist, to just come in there with 1 or 2 punches and clean it up. You've done the majority of the work. They're just getting those final hits. It's not like it's far more important to have the other player off the board than to worry about who's getting the final hit on them. I mean, unless you're going for kills. But I'd rather win than have a high kill total. That's just me. So, something to consider as a healer. And yeah, that's more or less how you play a healer. Now it's time to take a look at somebody who is a little bit different, and we're going to look at DPS next.
So we're going to keep doing these videos here on BSO. If you guys like them, if you guys want to see more of them, if you want to know more, all you have to do is let us know, and we will get you the information you want on Marvel Rivals. I really hope these strategy guides or little hint videos have helped you guys kind of get into the game. I'm not gonna lie, man, there can be some matches where it's just incredibly frustrating and nothing you're doing is working, especially if you're trying for ranked play. But I promise, man, if you stick with it and try to continue to hone your craft, you're only going to get better at it, your skills are only going to improve, and you just have to learn that sometimes a team's going to be better than you. And it is what it is, there's not a lot you can do about it, but there's a lot of rank protection in these games. So, just keep at it, keep going, and you're going to see your skills rise. The most important thing is positioning, knowing your role, and knowing how to contribute to your teammates, man. And if you can do those things, then you're going to do just fine as a Marvel Rivals player. So that's going to do it here for another segment of Marvel Rivals on BSO. As always, I am Kane Webb. You can find me on Twitter at FightOnTwist. Keep it locked right here at BSO, and we'll catch you next time.